And welcome back. Hey, welcome back to Just Wing It. We are back in Newberry Springs, California. Within a stone's throw from Route 66. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Today we have the E-flite UMX Waco or Waco or however you pronounce it. It's been a while since I've flown this plane, and I don't know, a year? I don't know. It's been a while. It's been so long I can't remember how long it's been, okay? So that much is fact, all right? It's been quite a long time. So I figured, hey, I'd bring the old Waco out here on a Sunday morning that's dead calm. There's no winds. Hear that train? Train way out there. Yeah, so Interstate 40 runs east-west right through here. Route 66 is this side of I-40, and there's a train out there. That is so neat. Okay. All right. Hey, this just some of the things going on out here in the middle of the Mojave Desert. But back to the UMX Waco. Okay, so we're out here in Newberry Springs, and it's dead calm. Pilot's choice for which direction to take off. So I guess I'm just going to taxi this thing a little bit, and maybe well, you know what I want to do? I want to do a scale takeoff. So we're going to go over here, and this is what's called a dry lake bed. A lot of folks in some parts of the world have never seen anything like this. Okay, so what happens is we have torrential rains. We do have monsoon season here in the Mojave Desert. We're in the middle of it. And we haven't had any of the monsoonal rains yet. We had a lot of them in the spring. But what happens is the rains will generally hit these mountains here. They'll flow down and they'll pool and they'll accumulate in the low areas. Okay, that makes sense. Well, what happens is the water has about a 1 to 2 inch film that covers this basin right here. And then it will dry, turns into mud, and then it cracks. Okay, so these are some very well-defined mud cracks here, but look how smooth it is here. Look at this. Look at this. This is really, really cool, right? So they form these lake beds, and they're pretty much, I mean they're pretty like cement. They really are. They're pretty hard packed. So anyways, here we go. UMX Waco, and yeah, and the neat thing about these dry lake beds are because they are flat. There's very little obstacles to run into out here. Really, there's just low brush. There's no trees, but yeah, they make really nice flying fields for RC planes. So so there you go. All right. Hey, the UMX Waco, I don't know how long that they're going to be selling this plane. I hope it's a while. I don't know how popular it is, but I will tell you this. It was designed by a gentleman by the name of Chris Puckett. He designed a lot of planes with Horizon Hobby for a while there. He did the Valiant. He did this one. He did a lot of really nice flying airplanes, and I'll tell you what, this plane really is superb. It's a bit bigger than the UMX Pitts S2, but it has a lot of the same characteristics. And I'll tell you what, the scale details on this are remarkable. The full rigging, I mean, it's just the paint scheme, the little ashen pilot in there, the scarf. The dude does look frightened. He really does. Well, maybe with me flying, he probably has reason to, right? But anyways, there's a nice little reverse. We'll go right back by us. So yeah, this is a great flying plane, and you can really slow it down. It doesn't have any flaps. It doesn't really need them. In fact, I'm almost certain that the full scale doesn't have flaps. Very few biplanes do. They produce so much lift that they really don't need those lift creating devices like flaps. Okay, so as you can see though, she's very controllable, very stable. I'm about 40%, maybe 50% throttle right now. Because of that, because of the fact that the plane is so fuel efficient, on the batteries, if you will, that you can fly this thing 6 to 7 minutes at least I do anyways, flying the way I'm flying right now on a 280 2S battery. So the great thing about these Horizon Hobbies UMX Ultra UMX Extremes are that they all fly on the same kind of battery. They all fly in the 280s. They all fly in the 2S. So you can bring just a ton of batteries to the field, and you can fly all your entire fleet on the same basic batteries. So that's really, really cool and makes it economical for the pilot, really. But all that said, where are we at? We've only been flying for about 3 minutes. I think I've got 7 minutes dialed in this plane right here. So yeah, I'll fly this plane for about 7 minutes or thereabouts. That's more or less a wing over, I think. That was a real sloppy wing over, but it was a wing over nevertheless. So what's the difference like a wing over and a hammerhead and a stall turn? Well, a hammerhead, really, you're doing it under power. That was a hammerhead, and it was more or less done under power, okay? So that's really not a stall turn. A wing over, you more or less, you sort of fly the plane. That was a wing over. Do you see the difference how the plane really didn't pivot on the left wing tip? It more or less rounded off the turn. So we did a hammerhead, a wing over, and let's do a stall turn. Okay, see how the plane fell off the top? That was a stall turn because I backed the throttle off all the way at the top, and that was a stall turn. So let's try this again here. Hammerhead, under power, okay, pivots on the wingtip. All right, let's do a wing over. So we bring her around. We're going to do the same kind of upline, but we're going to fly the plane around, okay? Wing over. Do you see that? Kind of makes like a U-turn up there at the top. And last but not least, we'll do the stall turn, where the plane will actually stall, and then we're going to tip her on over. And there you go. It's a stall turn. Okay, very good. Hey, that was pretty cool, huh? A little teaching event going on here. So let's go ahead and let's do some touch and go work with her. Okay. Well, whoa. Hey, the winds are picking up just a skosh, so that's why she tipped. Okay, no problem. They're coming up basically, I want to say out of my back. Okay, no problem. We'll go ahead and do a touch and go from this direction. So let's go ahead and have her take off towards the sun. That's basically into the wind right now. And we're down to 2 minutes. We've already been flying for 5, so we'll do one touch and go, and then we'll wrap it up. Because I want to keep these flights nice and short and digestible for you. I know that in this hectic world, lots of folks consume shorter videos, so I got all that. All right, but I like to do the feature length. Okay, there we go. Nice wheel, nice wheel, nice wheel, nice wheel. All right, digging it. Okay, all right. Well, let's go ahead and that's what's called a wheel landing. We'll try and do one more because I don't think I've burned that much fuel. So I'm going to do a nice figure 8 pattern. That's what I normally like to do. So let's go ahead and bring her on in. Yeah, the wind's kicking up just a little bit. I like it. It's helpful. Okay. Now let's go ahead and let her down here. Nice. See that right on the wheels there? Okay. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and land the plane, and let's go do a pilot's debrief. So we're going to do what I like to call a figure 8 pattern. All right, we have a nice entry altitude into our approach. We're actually doing a backing off the throttle. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and catch our sync rate with the throttle. And it doesn't get much better than that. All right. Now, yeah, I love the way this plane lands. I really, really do. So we're going to go ahead and taxi her around right here. There we are. Okay, very good. All right. Okay, we did just about 7 minutes on that one. So in any event, hey, thanks for joining me out here at the flying field today. Thanks for joining me out here at the dry lake bed. I hope you learned something maybe about dry lake beds. You know, if you did, great. If you didn't, okay, whatever. Anyway, we're having fun. The big thing about Just Wing is we like to have a lot of fun. And I really, really enjoy the world of RC flight. And I think that you can get that through the videos. I think you can sort of sense that I really do enjoy this hobby. This is a great, great hobby. So this plane right here is the E-flite UMX Waco, however you pronounce it. Have no idea how long this thing's going to be available. Get yours now. If they're still there, I believe they are. Get yours now. I really enjoy mine. It's been a long time since I've flown it. I think I've been too busy flying the UMX Timber, which is another superb plane. But the great thing about these UMX planes are they all fly in the same battery, essentially. The little 280 2S battery. It's a 280 milliamp 2S battery. That's where I have mine. That's where I put mine. I put mine right at the firewall, essentially. And what I'll do is I'll generally tuck that in. But that's where I have mine. I hope you can see that. If you can, great. If you can't, then it was all for naught. But I put mine basically right up to the firewall. I have a little space there where I can put the clip, the lead, the power lead to the ESC/brick. Okay, well, hey, in any event, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the flight of the UMX Waco. If you don't have one, get one. A fantastic plane from Horizon Hobby. And I'll tell you what, again, thanks for joining me out here in Newberry Springs. So cheers, blue skies, and happy landings, everybody, from the Mojave Desert, Southern California.